Hello students, welcome back to your online class after the summer vacation. I hope you all are fit and fine. Today I am going to teach language to the students of standard 8. Today I will be teaching preposition, that is in chapter 31 in your language book. This is in page number 156. Now first of all, let me tell you what does the word preposition mean. The word preposition itself means that which is placed before. Preposition, that means placed before. Now the definition tells us, see, prepositions are words placed before a noun or a pronoun. They show the relationship of the noun with the other parts of a sentence. So prepositions are simple words that shows the relationship of the noun in that sentence with the other part of the words. Now see, like for example, the book is on the shelf. Now here, the book is the noun. So this preposition on tells you where the book is placed. Now it gives you the relationship between the book and the shelf. Suppose if no preposition is there, then the sentence will be incomplete and without any meaning. The book is the self. No meaning it gives. So the correct usage of preposition is very, very important and you should know it very well. First of all, let me tell you, the best way to learn the correct use of preposition is by ample reading, listening, speaking and writing English. As much as you read, listen, speak and write, you will be able to use the prepositions correctly. But still, we have certain rules also which you should know where to use and all. So just have a look, types of prepositions. Preposition of time give information about the time when the action takes place. That means in a sentence when the action takes place. This preposition of time tells you. There are many prepositions of time and apart from this also we have still many more. But these all are bit important, so let us go through. Like suppose in. Now what is the usage of in? In is used to refer to a particular time of day, month or year. Like in the morning, in January, in 2020. So you will use in. Then it is used to refer to the time within which an action will happen in future. So in future the action will happen and within this time, like in an hour, in a year. Then comes on. On is used to refer to a particular day or date. Particular day or date. Like suppose on 20th June, on Monday, then you will use on. Then at. At is used to indicate a specific time of the day. So when you use a specific time of the day, you don't use on 5 p.m. Then that will be wrong, or on noon, wrong. So you will use at 5 p.m. At noon, that is specific time of the day. Then comes from. From is used to indicate the starting time of an action. So like see, the action starts in the morning. So from morning, from 2018. So it tells you about the starting time of an action. Then comes for. For is used to indicate the period of time for which an action continues. Like suppose for 10 years. So this is a particular period of time. You try to understand where to use for and since. It is very, very important. For 10 hours. So a particular period of time will be given. For 10 hours, for 2 months, for 8 years. And then you should know that for is used with all the tenses. Then comes since. Since is used to indicate the starting time of an action that has continued till the present moment. The starting time of the action, when the action had started. So it indicates here like suppose since 5 o'clock, since last night. It means that from 5 o'clock something has started, any action has started. Or since last night, suppose since last night it is raining till now. So the action continued from that time. So since is followed by a point of time and the verb is in the perfect tense. So usually the verb which will be used in with since is always in the perfect tense. But for is used in all the tenses. You won't have any problem because for you can make out that a particular period of time is there. Then you will use for, and since is used when the action had started. Earlier it has started and still it is continuing to indicate that point of time. Apart from all this, we have many more words also, like during, before, after, till, by, within. So these all words are also there, and these all are a bit easier, and I hope you will be able to do it. But still, we have certain words where usually children make mistakes. So we'll once again go through these all. Just see the difference between on time and in time. Now, what is the difference? On time and in time. On time means punctually. That means he's punctual. And in time means before the appointed time. The appointed time is given before that something has been done. So, on time and in time. On time tells you punctuality and in time is before the time appointed. Similarly, see by as a preposition, how will use? By means, it means not later than, means not after that. Like the field must be ploughed by the end of this month. So, not after this month. The field must be ploughed. So, by you will use. Now, by and at, when we say by 10 o'clock, that means not later than 10 o'clock. By. But if we say at 10 o'clock, that means at that particular time, at 10 o'clock. Then, till and to. Now, till is used for time and to is used for place. This I am telling you because just to compare between these two. Like see, till, I rested till 5 o'clock. So, till is used for time. But when we talk about place, we walk to the end of the street. So, we'll write to. So, do you remember this? Till is used for time and to is used for place. Now, see, in and within also usually children make mistake, and you try to understand what exact meaning it conveys. Like in, when we use in, that means at the end of some future period. Like she will return in a month. She will return in a month, that means at the close of. So, in a month, at the close of the month, she will return at the end of some future period. But when we say within, that means before the end of. Within means before the end of. Before the period ends, so that action will be completed before that. Like she will return within a month. That means in less than. So, she will return in less than a month. So, these all are the prepositions about time. When we talk about time in a sentence, you try to understand and then use the preposition correctly. So, in this video, we'll talk about this. Now, in my next video, I'll continue with the other prepositions also. Till then, goodbye.